It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Chargers. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
On 3rd down. It's Robinson, and he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Palmer. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Setting up play action. Franks. Oh, it's intercepted. He's trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders, who knows what it could be. He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Well, you know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butt.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. No score after one on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's 4th. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Off the play fake. Here's Franks. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Now they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoff window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first win?
It's a great question, and I do think that they'll get it because they've been close a few times. But in order to get it done, morale has to stay high, so a lot of that goes on the coaching staff. You know, easy to coach when you're 7-1. That's a piece of cake. But with their record right now, How do they manage to keep these guys going in the right direction? And they're going to need some help from some of those veterans in the locker room as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Herbert on 3rd down now. He finds his man, complete. It's Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And they go play action with Franks. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. It's Franks now from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Herbert's throw taken in by Sutton. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Herbert on first down now. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw again on second down. Herbert has it knocked free. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Well, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run. Robinson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They stop him for only 3. That time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the 3rd. And to give this time to the tailback. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down.
Franks now.
On the move to his left. Throw left side complete. That's 4. Touchdown, Falcons! A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Herbert. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
The Chargers on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
And they'll wind up getting this with all the way down inside the 20. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
The throw over the middle taken in.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the 2 of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now it's Herbert. Robinson's got it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal.
Robinson again.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
James Robinson.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On first down, here's Franks.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Franks now to throw on first down.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 14.
And the Chargers are right back in this football game. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 15. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
On first down, it's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Herbert. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll make it a 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his throw is incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
2nd down at 4. Herbert.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And he'll conserve whatever time he can as they'll opt to bring it out to the 25-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Franks.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. He got out of the pocket there. Was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling. His receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Bust through the tackle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Now Herbert.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Now Franks.
They'll roll him out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So time